We're now joined in studio by BYU hockey coach Ed Gantt and player Kasey Welsh. Guys, thanks for coming to be with us today.
Glad to be here.
We just saw a little bit about how the team feels about becoming Cougars. Talk to us a little bit about why that had to happen in order for the hockey program to stay around.
Well, we were making it to the regional tournament frequently, and the ACHA, the organization, the league that we're a part of, decided that all of the teams needed to be affiliated with universities. That early on when we'd gotten into the league, they'd been looking for teams and kind of didn't mind that we didn't have official recognition, but as they've grown, they have well over 300 teams now. They decided that everybody needed to be associated with their university, and that pushed us to work with our administration to make sure that we got affiliation with the university so that we could be in the league and officially represent BYU.
BYU Cougars. Kasey, you've been with the team for 2 years. What was that like? I mean, you had your first game as a Cougar this past weekend. What was that like for you?
Oh, it was really good. It was really kind of emotional. It meant a lot to represent the university and as BYU, as the Cougars now instead of the Ice Cats, and so it was a really special occasion.
Okay. Now, when you wanted to be recognized by BYU, you kind of talked about how you've held your team to a higher standard than maybe even BYU would require. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, we knew that that we were under a bit of a microscope. Hockey has an image problem, I think, in non-hockey markets like Utah, and we decided that we were going to go the extra mile. We were going to hold ourselves to a very high standard and show that we were serious about representing the university, bringing honor back to the university, and running a program with integrity. And so we instituted a number of rules, team rules, that neither the ACHA nor the university, of course, would require, but we felt these team rules would set us apart. For example, in the professional game of hockey, fighting is a central part of it.
Right.
It's not so much a part of the college game, and the college rules dictate that anyone who gets in a fight is immediately suspended from the game and then suspended an additional game. We decided that if we wanted to represent BYU and get BYU's attention, then we had to do more than that. And so we instituted a rule that anyone who got in a fight would have to serve the mandated suspension by the league plus an additional 1 or 2 games.
Well, a lot of people love watching hockey fight, so that's got to be kind of hard. That's a good motivator, though.
Yeah, it is. What we've decided to focus on is, in our recruitment efforts and our game plan, is that we'll play tough physical hockey and we won't back down within the limits of the rules of the game, and that we will capture fan interest by our speed and by our goal scoring and by our tough physical play in the corners, rather than dropping the gloves and gooning it up.
Right. Kasey, you ever had a problem with that, throwing any fights in the hockey rink?
Luckily, no. The coaching staff, including Coach Gantt, has been clear with their policy with the fighting, but has in no wise told us to play a passive style of game. We still play really hard-hitting. It's hockey. It's still a physical game. But yeah, he really emphasizes playing with speed, playing with intensity, passing the puck around, getting goals, and winning games that way.
Right. I've seen your guys' games. No fighting doesn't mean it's an easy game at all, so that's great. Now that you're a recognized sport, that's not extramural. What's the difference for the people that don't know between recognized sport and an extramural sport?
Well, what we have is a contractual arrangement with the university to use the BYU name and logo to advertise ourselves on campus. We have permission to use some of the campus training facilities, but we're not funded by the university. We're not formally supervised by the university, although we do report to the extramural office periodically. So we're still self-governing in many ways, and we still have to get outside donations for the team to keep it running. Hockey's a very expensive sport, so we do a lot of advertising, and we're always seeking sponsors who can help it out, because the players right now, are paying to play and covering the cost of their own equipment and that sort of thing. So we're the BYU Cougars, but that's provisional. There's not as much financial support or administrative backing as we would have if we were a fully recognized extramural sport.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, great. Coming up this weekend, you guys have UVSC.
Yeah.
That's got to be a big turnout. I mean, they're so close. That's got to be a great game to go to.
Yeah, we sell out. We expect we've played them twice last year. We split the series with them last year, beating them 12-5 the last game of the season. 3,000 plus fans in the stands there. in blue and in green and gold, and a lot of excitement in the stands, and we fully expect the same thing this time around.
All right. Well, Coach Kasey, thanks for being with us. Good luck. Ice Cats turn Cougars. You know, we hope you guys have a great season. This week, the Cougars will take on UVSC at Peaks Arena at 7 o'clock.